Hey guys, this is Killer Rob speaking, and today in this little translation update we are going to cover the latest progress and the proofreading process, which is about to start today. And we have a few proofreaders as well. But first, let's go over the current status. We have German at 97, Polish at 92, and Spanish at 96%. French is done, but needs improving, which is the translation process. And we have prepared some changes to the to some of the strings. We have merged quite a few that were doubles, and I have hidden a lot of strings with the help of trackpad user that were kind of not there to be translated in the first place. Some weird in-code stuff and so on. So yeah, it should be a little cleaner overall and ready for the proofreading process. But let's quickly check out the recent reports, and then we get straight into the proofreading process and what I have cooked up there. Alright, as you can see, like the last week was moving along at a decent, slow-ish pace. But anyway, let's talk about the proofreading process and how that is going to work and how that will ensure fairness towards the good translators and the bad translators and the proofreaders too. So let's take a look at this document, which will be linked in the description below. So it is publicly viewable to anyone, and only the proofreaders actually can edit it. And let me show you what it is about. That's my cursor there. Let's move it out of the way. Yeah, so proofreading will be pretty simple. This is looking like a lot of text, but it really isn't complicated. And but you, as a proofreader, you have to read this carefully so that we are all on the same page and can get this over with both efficiently and accurately. So, what is this about? I'm not going through these rules for the proofreaders because there are very few proofreaders compared to the number of translators and people viewing this video. So you can read it for yourself if you wish. The link, like I said, is down below. But for all the translators, I want to give you the perspective of the translator. Crowding in itself is not really fair when it comes to deciding who gets credit for a translation, and this system I've cooked up will make sure that that is not happening. Take the example, for instance, that you have translated a massive string, like 1,000 characters, something as big as this one, for instance, and then there was just this one little spelling error in there which you missed as the translator. And then the proofreader comes along and thinks like, oh yeah, this is actually a really good translation. Corrects that little spelling error and then saves it. And you know who's credited in Crowdin then for that translation? Yes, the proofreader instead of you. And that is not acceptable. So what I have devised here and what we are going to do for this is that the proofreaders actually have a scoring sheet, one for each proofreader, where they list the translators and assign proper credit to the translations, to the translators that have made translations that got approved. In that way, we can make sure to both track the proofreader work done, and we can track easily the quality work by translators. And because this sheet is completely public, you can always view it. That means that you can track your progress towards becoming part of the game's credits as well for each language. Down here we have one of these sheets for each language. And of course this process does require proofreaders, so let me just give a quick shout out here to trackpad user. Once again, he has volunteered to also join the proofreading process, has been working with me to sort out some strings, is a very active member of the closed beta testing team, and just awesome in general. So I very much welcome him joining the proofreading. And I just got a message by Fulcon, and that would be another was another candidate for proofreading the French translation. So welcome to the team there as well. And on the German side, I've also selected one person so far, and that would be Astem, and that's Adrian. And yeah, welcome to the team as well. And then there is one more who hasn't replied to my message I sent last week, and that would be Ralf Renz. And where are you, Ralf? Could you please respond to my message on the Crowdin? Yes, I would like to invite you to the proofreader team. And yeah, his handle is Oberspacko. I would love to have him on board as well. And that would mean, if that is the case, that the proofreading team for German and French are both complete. And now the only dilemma I have left to solve this week is finding one for Polish and Spanish. And like I said in the past episodes, if you happen to have a suggestion for a proofreader, please mention it in the comments, and then I can cross-check them with someone on the automation forum, some trusted member of the automation community, to see if they're actually good or not. And yeah, that would be awesome to get that going very soon as well. The game is coming along nicely, and these translations will be in the game in the next open beta release at the end of this week. So we don't have that much time left to get the first translation in there. If there are strings missing, of course, just the English version will be shown, which is fine. But yeah, it would be cool to have them almost completed or fully completed towards the end of the week, and gradually approved over the course of the open beta phase until we actually go for the public branch, probably in 2.5 or 3 weeks time. I don't see the open beta phase having to last that long this time around, because it's already pretty polished and we're not running into many complications so far. Alright, that should be all. You proofreaders who have been selected, just watch out for a message on Crowdin, and I will share the Google document with you so that you can get started with the proofreading process. I think that's all good. And if there are clarifications needed, don't hesitate to contact me. Also, I will post this rule set on our Crowdin forums. Let's see, in the discussions. If you have never been there, that would be the place to find those and discuss them if you are a translator or a proofreader, and maybe make or suggest corrections and whatnot. Alright guys, thanks a lot, and I will see you next week with the next little translation update. Cheers!